नाज़रीन, मैं हूँ ज़िया अब्बास और इस वक्त मैं लॉस वेगस में हूँ। और लॉस वेगस गैम्बलिंग के हवाले से बहुत मशहूर है, लेकिन ये वो सिटी है जिसमें गैम्बलिंग के अलावा टेंजिबल इन्वेस्टमेंट के भी मौक़े हैं। टेंजिबल इन्वेस्टमेंट मीन्स कि हम यहाँ पर आपको कवरेज देंगे रियल एस्टेट के सबसे बड़े अवार्ड नाइट की। ये वो अवार्ड नाइट है जिसमें दुनिया के मुख्तलिफ कोनों से टॉप रियल एस्टेट एजेंट्स आएंगे और अपने अवार्ड्स को रिसीव करेंगे। रिसीव करने के बाद जो उनकी सेलिब्रेशन है वो साथ साथ रहेगी। अब आपने ये देखना है कि गैम्बलिंग की तरफ आप जाएंगे या फिर टेंजिबल इन्वेस्टमेंट की तरफ आप आएंगे। इसके बाद हम आपकी मुलाकात कराएंगे डेव लिनेगर से, जो कि को-फाउंडर है और CEO रीमैक्स के हैं। उनसे आपकी मुलाकात कराएंगे। उसके बाद हम आपको लेके जाएंगे अवार्ड नाइट। अवार्ड नाइट आप ये समझे कि रियल एस्टेट का ऑस्कर। ये अवार्ड नाइट इतना बड़ा होता है कि इसमें थाउजेंड्स एंड थाउजेंड्स ऑफ एजेंट्स आते हैं और यहाँ अपने अवार्ड्स लेते हैं। फिर हम आपको इस अवार्ड्स की झलकियाँ दिखाएंगे। झलकियों के बाद हम जाएंगे बैक स्टेज और बैक स्टेज में हम आपको दिखाएंगे कि अवार्ड स्टार्ट होने से पहले क्या क्या चीज़ें होती है। तो चलते हैं बैक स्टेज। जस्ट स्टे विद अस। तो नाज़रीन, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था कि आपको एक बैक स्टेज का मैं टूर कराऊंगा बिफोर द होल इवेंट स्टार्ट। इस वक्त हम रीमैक्स अवार्ड नाइट में हैं, जो कि लॉस वेगस में है और पूरी दुनिया से यहाँ टॉप रियल एस्टेट एजेंट्स आए हुए हैं अपने अवार्ड्स लेने। आए देखते हैं बैक स्टेज में क्या हो रहा है। नाज़रीन, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि बैक स्टेज में इस वक्त आप ये जो अवार्ड्स देख रहे हैं, लाइक मेरे ख्याल में हंड्रेड्स एंड हंड्रेड्स ऑफ अवार्ड्स हैं जो कि सारे टॉप प्रोड्यूसर्स हैं उन सबको मिलना है। इन अवार्ड्स में तरह तरह के अवार्ड्स हैं। इसमें आप देखें हॉल ऑफ फेम भी है, इसमें डायमंड अवार्ड है, इसमें कनाडा टॉप 10 है, वर्ल्ड टॉप 10 है, इंटरनेशनल टॉप 10 है, इसमें प्लैटिनम क्लब है, इसमें आप देखें तो चेयरमैन अवार्ड है। देयर आर ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ अवार्ड्स और ये आज रात जो है टॉप प्रोड्यूसर्स को मिल रहा है, जिन्होंने पूरे साल एफर्ट किया है, जिन्होंने मेहनत की है और उसके बाद आज रात इनको अपने मेहनत का जो फल है वो मिलेगा। स्पेशल इवेंट की तरफ जो स्पेशल अवार्ड्स मिलने हैं आज, वो हो सकता है टॉप 10 100 वर्ल्ड वाइड हो, टॉप 10 100 कनाडा वाइड हो, इंटरनेशनल टॉप 10 हो। उसके अलावा आप टॉप ब्रोकर्स ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड। तो ये जितने आपको गोल्डन कप्स नज़र आ रहे हैं, ये सारे अवार्ड्स उनको मिलना है एंड दे आर द लकीस्ट अमंग हंड्रेड्स ऑफ थाउजेंड्स ऑफ एजेंट्स जिन्होंने आज अपने अवार्ड्स लेने हैं।
Hi, I'm Pamela Alexander, the CEO of Remax Integra, and I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate Zia Abbas. He is going to win one of the top awards of Remax, almost 100,000 agents around the world. A big congratulations to an absolutely outstanding sales professional, Mr. Zia Abbas.
I am honored and to be a business partner of Zia, but more importantly, I'm honored to be a friend of his. He's a consummate professional. He's a credible self-made story in this country, and to me, he typifies and epitomizes what an immigrant does that comes to this country. Comes here basically with just a lot of desire, a lot of heart, and a willingness to work hard, seizes an opportunity, and then goes out and knocks it out of the park. So I'm proud to have him as one of our top RE/MAX people in the world. Proud to have him as a partner in the organization. Proud to be able to work with him every day on a daily basis, and mostly, I'm proud to be able to call him my friend. Congratulations, Zia, on all your great accomplishments.
I wanted to take this opportunity to congratulate Zia on his hard work, commitment, and dedication to an incredible industry, residential real estate. So if you're thinking of either buying or selling a home, you cannot go wrong with the #4 realtor in the world for the best real estate company in the world. So congratulations again, Zia.
जब ये पेशेवर अपने खानदान को महफूज करना चाहते हैं किसी नागहानी मौत, माजूरी या किसी मोजी मर्ज से, तो वो एक बाएतबार नाम की तरफ आते हैं।
अपने खानदान और अपने बच्चों के मुस्तकबिल की हिफाजत कीजिए।
रूज फाइनेंशियल, आपकी हिफाजत बुलंदियों तक।
थैंक यू। रीफाइनेंस करने का मतलब सिर्फ अपने डेट्स पे ऑफ करना या वेकेशन प्लान करना ही नहीं है। आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं अपनी उस इक्विटी से जो आपके घर के अंदर मौजूद है। अपने ऑप्शन डिस्कस करने के लिए मुझे कॉल करें।
ट्रिब्यूट कम्युनिटीज आपके ख्वाबों की ताबीर में पेश एक ऐसा घर जो डिज़ाइन और फितरत का इम्तिजाज हो, एक ऐसी जगह जो परवरिश, शौक़ी और तफरी से लबरेज हो, जहां जिंदगी के बेहतरीन लम्हात यकजा हों। GTA बिल्डर के साथ काम करने पर आला और उम्दा खिदमात के एतराफ़ में JD पावर अवार्ड हासिल करने वाले ट्रिब्यूट कम्युनिटीज। काम, खेल और लगन, जब आप घर की तरफ आते हैं तो जिंदगी भी आपके साथ आती है। किंग एंड जॉन में रिहाइश रखी है जो कॉन्डोज, मकानात, दुकानें, सब्जाजार और दीगर सहूलियात से आरास्ता है। मजीद मालूमात के लिए हमारी वेबसाइट विजिट कीजिए garrisonpoint.ca।
ABN एक अकाउंटिंग फर्म है जहां आप मुख्तलिफ मालियाती और इक़्तिसादी मुशावरत के लिए हमारी खिदमात और रहनुमाई हासिल कर सकते हैं, ताकि न सिर्फ आपकी सरमायाकारी महफूज रहे बल्कि इसमें इजाफा हो। गिनती की दुनिया से बाहर देखिए, CPAs आपके मावन मददगार साबित हो सकते हैं।
दो दहाइयों पर मुईद बेकर रियल एस्टेट टोरंटो में पेश करते हैं एक और कामयाब तामीराती मंसूबा। जब आप बेकर के जरिए खरीदारी करते हैं तो आप फायदे में हैं।
हम आपको कॉर्पोरेट लॉ, गैर मुजरमाना अदालती मुकदमात, सिविल लिटिगेशन और रियल एस्टेट में कानूनी मदद फराम करते हैं। हम टोरंटो के वकील हैं। कारोबार के कानूनी मशवरों के लिए हमसे रुजू करें।
One name stands apart in the real estate world, Zia Abbas.
नाज़रीन, क्विकली यहाँ से हम चलते हैं डेव लिनेगर की तरफ, जो कि CEO और को-फाउंडर रीमैक्स के हैं। उनसे हम एक एक्सक्लूसिव इंटरव्यू में ये पूछेंगे कि दुनिया के रियल एस्टेट में क्या हुआ और दुनिया के रियल एस्टेट में क्या होने जा रहा है। जस्ट स्टे विद अस। As I mentioned earlier, today the Dave Linegar, the co-founder and the CEO of RE/MAX, would join us in my program, Buy Low and Sell High, right here in Las Vegas, Mandalay Bay. And the most influential real estate leader across the globe, the visionary Dave Lineker. Dave, welcome on program.
Nice to see you, Zia.
Thank you very much. I know you have a busy schedule for R4 convention, but thank you for giving us a time. Your vision is one of the best vision worldwide, no doubt about it. So when you start your career at your initial time, initial stage, when you had that RE/MAX branding in mind, what you did different and when was it?
Well, when we started our company, real estate agents worked for brokerage companies and they split their commissions with the brokerage company. The brokerage company got about half the commission and paid the expenses and overhead, rent, secretaries, advertising, and such, and tried to make profit. The agents went out and sold houses, listed houses, and tried to make their half for their gross income, but then off of that half, they still had to pay for their car, their insurance, their entertainment, and so on. And so it was an inefficient program. The real estate business is tough. 80% of the people that get a license the first year never renew it one time. So a lot of waste. What I tried to do was put together a co-op of taking well-trained, exceptional agents that had been around long enough they could start their own company, but didn't want to do that. They just wanted to run their business differently. And so like a co-op of doctors, lawyers, attorneys, dentists, they share the expenses of running the company. Yes. They pay their own expenses for personal promotion and advertising, and they keep all of the commission for themselves. End result is a much higher commission split.
And when was it, which year?
That was January of 1973, and then we opened our first office in Calgary, 1976, and then we started selling regions at the end of the 70s throughout Western, Central, and Eastern Canada.
I know what RE/MAX did to the world today is unbeatable, no doubt about it. You created an awesome examples across the globe, and I'm sure it's not the end. What you guys did is, it might not be reached halfway. So what you have in mind, like, for a future?
Well, we will continue to expand. We have tremendous market penetration in the United States, Canada, South Africa, dozens of other countries. We've only recently opened in Japan, China, South Korea, and so the sky's still the limit.
I know. What are your thoughts and what kind of feedback you would share with our viewers when it comes to RE/MAX China and India?
Well, they're untapped markets. They're fairly unsophisticated. In many of the countries we're in, especially those two, there's no multiple listing services. There's no true national brands. There's no sophistication of the agents or agencies. And so they're kind of where United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa were 35 years ago.
So far, RE/MAX is in about 89 to 90 countries.
Actually, we're at 97.
97 countries.
And before we end the conference with the people here, we're going to be at 100 countries.
Oh, that would be great. 2008 recession shattered real estate, across the globe, including US. So it took quite a long time to recover. Where you can see the global real estate today?
Well, the recovery is well underway, most successfully in the United States. Canada never took the hit that the United States took. Your lending standards were much better. The down payment requirements and the qualifying was much better. But the United States, they talked themselves into the stupidity of subprime mortgages. And the politicians said, real estate never goes down in value, so let anybody buy for no down payment. Well, that's not true. Every recession in the United States in the last 40 years, properties adjusted price downward from 15 to 30%. This time, with the financial meltdown and the subprime mess on top of it, it was a disaster. So we're recovering. And the thing that's interesting is foreclosures and short sales are decreasing. Only 98.5% of the mortgages on houses in the United States are upside down. The investors are getting out of buying property. They bought them by the hundreds of thousands, but prices came up so fast for the last 2 years, the bargains aren't there. And so that means first-time buyers will be able to compete against cash investors. First-time buyers are starting to increase, and family formation is increasing, and so interest rates are staying low. So we see a slow, but a slow increasing market.
Okay. What motivates you to be so deep in your career?
Yeah. I fell in love with the real estate business 50 years ago. I was in the military, and I started buying and selling fix-up houses. And all of a sudden, I realized how much money there was to be made in being a real estate investor. I got a real estate license not to sell real estate. I wanted to save the commission on my own deals. The end result was I did become an incredibly successful real estate agent, and I took it from there.
Your one small vision at your very initial stage of your career made people millionaires. How you feel about it?
Yeah. We've all done well together. I mean, if you look at franchises like McDonald's or Pizza Hut or Hilton or whatever that might be, the founders of those companies changed the lives of literally thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. I'm very fortunate to be included in that group, and I'm still with it 42 years later.
And also, I'm personally so blessed to be under your umbrella as well. There's one trend that in today's world, wherever the investors can migrate and move, the real estate of that patch or that country booms. Do you agree with it?
Oh, of course. The world is becoming very global. And if you look at like the United States, 8% of the houses sold in the last 3 years have been to foreign purchasers. And most of those foreign purchasers paid with cash. And so the Canadians, if they were in Eastern Canada, saw bargain time. The Canadian dollar is very strong, US dollar is weak, prices had dropped 25 to 50%, and so Canadians on the East Coast bought in Florida, West Coast, well, they bought in Southern California, Arizona, Las Vegas, and they did a lot of bargain purchasing. Now the US dollar has strengthened, the Canadian dollar has weakened, most currencies around the world have weakened. We still think that the United States is a magnet for foreign purchasers. If you look at the problems in South Central America, Mexico, if you look at the problems in Europe with slow growth, population decreasing, if you look at China, for instance, they're encouraging their wealthy people to buy homes around the world because they want to take the price pressure off of the Chinese housing bubble, and they're saying, don't buy more expensive houses in China, go buy elsewhere. And so what's happening is with those opportunities, people are going to continue to try to get money out of their countries into hard assets into the United States.
And how RE/MAX World would be helpful to Canadians? And like in a connection of my first question, and how you yourself can see a Canadian real estate in the next, say, 2 to 5 years?
Well, Canadian real estate has gone up just consistently every year for the last 10 years. The growth and increase in prices does not last forever. There has to be a correction. You don't have the subprime problem that the United States had. You still have people who put 10, 20% down. Even if the market goes up and down a little bit, people that have real money in a house don't walk away from it. They have to live someplace, they'll go ahead and make the payment. So I think our prediction, house prices in Canada probably go up on average in 15 at about 1%. Okay. And I think you're going to see just about a 1% increase over last year's volume.
That's what your prediction is?
Yes.
Now, to my first question, now RE/MAX World, how they would be helpful to Canadians?
Well, Canada has a very good immigration policy. And obviously you're a huge country, and you've consistently had a great immigration policy. And so you have a positive population growth. All of your economy is booming except for perhaps the oil problems right now with the collapse of oil prices in Alberta. That's pretty minor compared to the diversity you have of financial businesses in Canada. So when we look at Canada, you have a unique opportunity here. A growing economy, a growing country. Unfortunately, the Canadian dollar has slipped. It's going to strengthen. I don't know if it's going to strengthen over a period of a year or 3 years, but it will strengthen. And so long term, we're very bullish on Canada.
What we say today is Canadian real estate is one of the best in the world so far, and yet it is 30% less. It's on sale because of the currency fluctuation. So we would like to investors, all the investors across the globe, to come and invest in Canada. What should be the trail of a successful agents? I know RE/MAX agents are quite successful worldwide, but what are your thoughts? Like, why agents should be successful and what they should do?
Agents have to be well educated. They must be on top of the world. They have to know what the current economy is, current appraisals, current properties, current mortgages. That's all local information. But if they don't have that, they're nothing. The second thing is they have to be interpret knowledge. 20, 30 years ago, the MLS controlled all the information of what was for sale. Now, anybody can find what's for sale on all the internet sites that are out there, and so we don't have confidential, secret information of what houses are going for. What the agent has to be is a trusted advisor to help somebody navigate through the complex process of appraisals, inspections, getting mortgages, the approval process, and helping with all those things. The other thing is, the internet doesn't tell you specific facts about a specific house or neighborhood. I'll give you an example if I could. I have a lovely woman friend that decided she wanted to buy a home in Scottsdale. And so she looked at homes in Scottsdale during the daytime, and she found a neighborhood that she really liked. And it was the summer, 115 degrees during the daytime. She only looked at the neighborhood during the daytime, and she bought a property by owner. When she moved in, she discovered that the neighborhood had nothing but a bunch of gangs and kids and loud people and music, that after the sun went down, the noise was unbelievable, the partying and the beer drinking and the raising hell until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and she had never seen that about the neighborhood. If she had had a trusted advisor that was full-time, that worked all the time, that person could have said, well, it looks lovely and quiet during the daytime. Why don't we come back here at 9 o'clock at night sometime? Or in Colorado, we have a place called Greeley. And Greeley is one of the biggest stockyards in the world. Well, on a typical day, the breeze is very nice and it's a nice Colorado day. But because of stockyards with hundreds of thousands of cattle, if the wind comes from the wrong direction, the neighborhood is absolutely unbearable. Those are things you don't get on the internet. That's why you have a trusted advisor that lives in the neighborhoods and knows a way to tell you or interpret the information you find on the internet.
There are two things for agents all the time, like when it comes to marketing. One school of thought says referrals. Second school of thought says major advertisement. What you say about this?
The very best source of business for an agent is a repeat or a referral. They already like you, they trust you, they're not afraid of you, you have a relationship. The second best source are for sale signs. They've seen the outside of the house. Yes. They've seen the neighborhood. They have interest enough to say, I want to go inside. And what's the price and what's the terms? And the third source is advertising, marketing, and the internet. And it is not nearly as efficient, but you have to be in all three categories.
My last question, Dave, how difficult or how easy it is to be in the top 3 world ranking on a consecutive basis?
As far as Remax as a company?
Remax as a company, definitely.
It's pretty easy.
It's very easy.
Yes, I have nearly 100,000 top producing agents in nearly 100 countries. They carry the company. I get tremendous credit and acknowledgement and publicity for being a founder of a gigantic company. Our agents and brokers and franchisees built it. I started it. I'm on their coattails. I'm riding their success.
The pillar which Remax is standing today, and after so much achievement, so in terms of percentage, what you say, did you achieve 100% or you achieved only 10%? So where about you would be? I know your vision is amazing, but where you see?
I think we're about a third of the way there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah. And after, you know, everybody has a certain length of life, this company will go places after I'm gone that I could only dream and imagine of.
Thank you very much, Dave, for your time. And I enjoyed your interview so much, as I'm quite confident my viewers enjoyed in the same manner. And the agents who is seeing us, they learned a lot today. Once again, thank you for your time.
Thanks, I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. Viewers, as you've seen, like, you know, Dave gave us quite a long time, and then we shared across the globe to Canadian market. Like, you know, we tried, like, you know, just to cover every single aspect. So we can go from here, we can take a quick break. We'll come back. Thank you.
थैंक यू। रीफाइनेंस करने का मतलब सिर्फ अपने डेट्स पे ऑफ करना या वेकेशन प्लान करना ही नहीं है। आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं अपनी उस इक्विटी से जो आपके घर के अंदर मौजूद है। अपने ऑप्शन डिस्कस करने के लिए मुझे कॉल करें।
जब ये पेशेवर अपने खानदान को महफूज करना चाहते हैं किसी नागहानी मौत, माजूरी या किसी मोजी मर्ज से, तो वो एक बाएतबार नाम की तरफ आते हैं।
अपने खानदान और अपने बच्चों के मुस्तकबिल की हिफाजत कीजिए।
रूज फाइनेंशियल, आपकी हिफाजत बुलंदियों तक।
ट्रिब्यूट कम्युनिटीज आपके ख्वाबों की ताबीर में पेश एक ऐसा घर जो डिज़ाइन और फितरत का इम्तिजाज हो, एक ऐसी जगह जो परवरिश, शौक़ी और तफरी से लबरेज हो, जहां जिंदगी के बेहतरीन लम्हात यकजा हों। GTA बिल्डर के साथ काम करने पर आला और उम्दा खिदमात के एतराफ़ में JD पावर अवार्ड हासिल करने वाले ट्रिब्यूट कम्युनिटीज। काम, खेल और लगन जब आप घर की तरफ आते हैं तो जिंदगी भी आपके साथ आती है। किंग एंड जॉन में रिहाइश रखी है जो कॉन्डोज, मकानात, दुकानें, सब्जाजार और दीगर सहूलियात से आरास्ता है। मजीद मालूमात के लिए हमारी वेबसाइट विजिट कीजिए garrisonpoint.ca।
ABN एक अकाउंटिंग फर्म है जहां आप मुख्तलिफ मालियाती और इक़्तिसादी मुशावरत के लिए हमारी खिदमात और रहनुमाई हासिल कर सकते हैं, ताकि न सिर्फ आपकी सरमायाकारी महफूज रहे बल्कि इसमें इजाफा हो। गिनती की दुनिया से बाहर देखिए, CPAs आपके मावन मददगार साबित हो सकते हैं।
Be a part of something big. Welcome to the Canary District. 35 acres at your doorstep in Toronto's downtown east. Transit, dining, shopping, spectacular amenities. Introducing Canary Park Condominiums. This is Toronto's next big thing.
One name stands apart in the real estate world, Zia Abbas.
हमारी हमेशा ये कोशिश रही है कि प्रोग्राम में आपकी मुलाकात उन लोगों से कराएं जो आपके लिए काफ़ी कारआमद साबित हो, आपको काफ़ी इन्फॉर्मेशन दें। प्रोग्राम का वक्त ख़त्म हुआ है और अपने ईमेल ज़रूर लिखते रहें हमें। अगले एपिसोड में हम आपकी मुलाकात वेगस में ऐसे लोगों से कराएंगे जो कि दुनिया जहान से आए हुए हैं। यस, मैं उन रियल एस्टेट एजेंट्स की बात कर रहा हूँ जिनसे आपको रियल एस्टेट का अहवाल मिलेगा। मुझे दे इजाज़त, अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।